This is a new era, bringing it all together. Getting your right mind, we grind, we do it forever. That's the only mission. Elevated thinking, it's a vision. Yeah. I'ma keep moving if this so hit. You can't stop me when I hop aboard the spaceship. Sit and watch as I make shit. I am not a human, I'm a living constellation.
But it's good that you have people like that.
Yeah.
That can just, hack your account. No big deal.
It's, you know what? It's important to have a fun, cool aunt. I hope I'm that.
I never had cool aunts like that. Mine were
are all pretty cool.
Mine were kind of.
I don't know. I'm definitely the crazy aunt. Like the fun, meaning fun. Hopefully fun. I feel like I'm the fun one. I don't know. To a certain degree. I mean, obviously, like if there's certain tomfoolery, I'm like, you gotta.
Yeah.
You better stop that. Or like, this is probably something you don't want to talk to me about. But for the most part, it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Not my kids, not my problem.
In my family. I'm the wild card. Like, my aunts will come around me and start drinking and be like, oh, Jake's here. Like, let's go fucking drink and party because I'm old enough. But also my little cousins, because I'm the oldest like kid. Like, I play that good.
You're between, yeah.
So they're calling me if there's a problem, if they want to do something, or like, oh, do you want to go to Boston? Let's go do this.
That's
like, all right,
cool.
Yeah,
that's fun.
awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
I kind of love that.
We went out, my little brother and all of his friends, but pretty much like my second little brother. We went out the other day with me and CPK to 50 Cent. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate you guys for that, by the way.
Wait, you guys saw 50?
Don't even talk to me about that.
It was in the works for a while.
Yeah, whatever.
Dang. That's pretty cool, though.
I've been on this earth for 35 years, okay?
Same.
I'm
I got some time.
36.
I know, and that was his last tour ever.
That's what he said last year.
Damn, I'll be 31.
Well, if he comes around again,
4 days?
and I'm not there,
on Sunday.
that is a huge problem.
Brother.
Like, that is a huge problem. So I was already like, why are you seeing all of my favorites with my favorite people without me? I'm very confused. So there was Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
What?
I didn't go to that, but that was pretty cool.
That's sick.
Yeah. Let's ask Chris about it. I'm sure he had a great time.
He did a couple vacations, too.
And then, yeah, I know. The vacations are fine. I don't care about that.
But he also did, like, the one with Rocky and all, you know what I mean? He's, like, going on, like, team vacations. Trying to rile her up.
But I'm like, no, live your life. No, not at all. Not at all.
Just you should be there. Not mad
Just,
going.
I mean, I should. Actually, I did. I was invited. So to be fair, I was invited to that, and I just couldn't make it. And then I worked at Trend, because obviously, like, Rocky. And so it worked out. Because at that point, it's like, guys, you never take a vacation. Like, please have fun.
Do some stuff
I
on
love
your
Rocky
own.
and Evan. Shout out Trend.
Which we got to book.
Rocky needs a date in May, but I know you said
I meant
May.
to respond to that.
No, you did. You said May
okay.
29th, but I didn't respond to you responding because that's my mom's birthday, so I need to see if we're doing anything on that day. Or...
Well, I just meant that we have that. I put May 29th plus, like meaning like that day on. We have
available.
Space. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I wasn't trying to. So my bad. Like I wasn't trying to say like that was the only day we had. That was just the start of what we have available.
Got you. Okay, I'll let her know because I know she has a bunch of music coming out that she wants to be able to plug.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll have that too soon.
It feels so weird without A, Crispy, and B, the tables.
I know. I'm still looking for a. I was telling Jake before you guys got here. I'm still looking for a coffee table. Which, yeah, there needs to be
something.
Yeah. What the heck?
Are we rolling?
Music. Oh yeah.
Oh, I give up.
Come on. You should 96 episodes. You should know this by now.
That's why, I don't know why I even still ask.
So I wasn't sure.
I know. Welcome. I'm so excited. I'm so excited you're here. I'm so happy to be sitting amongst some of my favorite people in this life. It has been a day. Happy Right Mind Wednesday.
In your giant cup squad.
I was looking at that on the last episode where I had that. I was like, the ratio of cup to Kayla looks ridiculous. But shout out Pod Mom.
You also have the brightest cup too. like mine is it's the same cup, but
Oh, I love
mine
that
is
we have
just
best friend cups.
subtle black. Hold on, let me subtle black.
I need to upgrade clearly.
Yeah.
What are you even hydrating?
What's that? What's that? The trash bag. Wimpy. Hefty.
We need.
Monster. I wasn't.
But still, see the black can.
Oh, you guys are all cohesive as a unit.
Yeah.
That's cute.
All black shoes. All black shirts.
That's cute.
We're all in all black.
Yeah.
So everybody got the memo on that.
Easy go to.
We are. See,
Yeah, black
CPK
is
would be
very
perfect for
easy
this
go-to.
because I know that man only wears black, light black, dark black, and maybe a pop of color, maybe some gray.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
with black letters on it.
I'm
or
like,
something.
which, like, we are so siblings in that way because I'm like, you know what? We get each other. It's just.
Yeah, that
Just a
sounds
good
about
combo.
right. That's funny. But yeah, we've been rolling this whole time. I said we've been rolling this
Excellent.
whole time
That's
as I
exciting.
do. You're like, great way to share my life story, Jay. Awesome.
Oh, I don't even care. It's whatever. I'm like, dude, whatever. I was about to say I'm not an open book, but like when it comes to the podcast, whatever. It is what it is. But Jake, I'm so excited that you're here.
Happy to be here.
Let's
Appreciate
talk
it.
about you.
Yeah. You're like, oh man.
No, so you have
Start with the introductions and
I know, right? I'm like, so you have some events coming up, some fights coming up, right? Or is it one?
Oh, it's one fight.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Come one at a time.
you're like,
You're like, Kayla, what are you doing?
It's all right. It's all right.
And that is at the end of the month?
Yeah, May 24th.
Okay.
So I'll be fighting for Combat FC in Wilmington.
Sweet.
Oh,
Nice
nice.
and close. Yeah.
What day is that on?
Friday night, I believe.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
So Friday night before the Memorial Weekend. So get out of the way, go and enjoy the weekend with the family.
I haven't been to one of your fights yet, so I'll definitely have to go.
This will be the one.
Yeah, I think I might be.
Yeah, I want to go to
Kill
one.
this kid. No disrespect to him, you know.
You gotta have that mentality though.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, well, let's have a good fight.
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I'm like that. Where like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't take it like personal. I'm like angry or mad. I have nothing like poor to say about him. Like I don't know him. He's
Yeah.
probably a great
Yeah.
kid chasing the same dream I'm chasing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's me or you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
every
just
time
part,
I'm gonna pick
part of the
me.
sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
It
you
is a
should.
sport.
I don't have a choice. You know, I punch him or he punches me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Do you take one to the face or do you try to just belt him as much as you can? That's
Exactly.
you
Just
know.
give
I
him one
respect
free one
it.
and then it's on.
Yeah, there's no freebies.
Yeah, no.
They lock those doors. There's no freebies.
No, it's definitely an art. So how long have you been doing this for?
Fighting?
Yeah.
I think I had my first fight in 2013.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
10, 11
So 11 years in.
But I've been training martial arts since I was 4.
Oh, so you've been
sorry.
well,
I just
around.
pictured little baby
Yeah,
Jake
I
and his
was
little
killing it.
mushroom. Oh
I'll send
my
you some pictures later. It's pretty
goodness.
funny.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet it's so
A
adorable.
little uniform and stuff.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness.
Funny story. I tried karate when I was younger. I don't know what age.
Is there pictures of baby Jay?
No, not at all. Not at all. You know what? You want to know why? Because
Why?
the first day I got there, they had me in the little suit with my shoes off and socks, and I cried and I never went back.
Did you hate the shoes off?
I don't know what it was.
Oh.
I just didn't want to do it. I cried. It was at the YMCA right down this, right Thorndike Street. He's like, wow. He's like, punk.
No, I have a similar story. I just went back. I was like 15 though, so.
Okay, now I don't feel as bad.
It's okay, real men cry.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Real men cry. Wait, how old
He's
was
like,
little baby Jay?
I had to be 5 or 6, something
Oh
like that. This
my
had to be like
goodness.
just before I started soccer, something crazy, like
I
probably.
bet you were so. You hated that, huh? Just the idea of it. You were like,
I don't know what it
absolutely
was.
not.
I just remember standing there, everybody was doing their thing, and it's just me crying. And then my mom was like, "All right, we're
Like,
going
we
on."
gotta get this kid out of here.
Yeah. That was it in my karate career.
Oh wow! No wonder why there aren't any pictures of you.
Yeah, exactly.
In your little uniform.
I did like traditional kung fu for like a lot of years. When I was probably like 14, I met my jiu-jitsu coach. And he was like, "Oh, like I know you do martial arts and you like talk about like fighting and stuff. So come and try one of my classes." At that point, I had like done kung fu for let's say like 12 years. So I thought I was like pretty tough. I was like, "Oh yeah, like I'm almost a black belt. I'm like 14, like I'm really not that tough, you know." I've been doing this for so long. I've
Yeah.
like, worked. I've gained the belts years. You know, I started like coaching at 9. I was like, really invested.
Knowledgeable, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, all right. I go to his house and he's like having class in his garage. And he's like legit black belt. There are guys in the room, like Calvin Cater, or, Ray Shorty, Carlos Neto, like some of the like top guys around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any of that. I've been doing kung fu, right? So I go in and they have like white belts and blue belts in my head. I'm like, oh, no, fuck, shit out of here. And they beat the fuck out of me. They like beat me without beating me, and I'll never forget. Very similarly, it was like pouring rain, and I just walked outside and cried. And I was just like outside, like so mad, and I felt like I'd been lied to forever. I thought I could protect myself. This white belt just kicked my ass. Like they're totally different.
Yeah.
But like I remember being like so upset and frustrated, and like. It's pouring rain, so I like open the door. I don't look like I'm crying because I'm just so.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, thanks. My mom's picking me up. I'm still like so little, and I was like, thanks. And he's like, hey, great job today, buddy. Same time tomorrow. And like, yeah, well, same thing. Got in the car. My mom was like, how was it? And I was like, fine. And I just like, I'm looking out the window. I won't make eye.
Yeah, because you know it's gonna be.
I get home. I'm like crying in the shower, and I say all the time, I don't know why the fuck I went back the next day, but I'm still going back.
Oh,
You know?
I love that you went back.
Yeah, I was so mad that somebody could make me feel that way. I never wanted to allow it again. I was like, there's no way someone's going to manhandle like me like that ever again in my life.
Yeah.
Now it's happened 100 million times. But at that point, I was determined not to let it happen.
I love that attitude, though. Like, you know what? That's not going to get me. Like, I'm definitely going back.
I say all the time, I don't know why I went back. I have no idea. I should have picked up something else.
What would you have picked up? Like I don't know. I guess in that time
I was
frame.
talking about being a DJ. That was something I thought about picking up.
I can see that.
I bartended for a long time. I like the scene, but I don't want to be like in it sometimes. I like to be like kind of on the edge and just hang out. So
Yeah.
Something like that. Something with music. I like music.
Yeah.
But I don't play music.
But I could see you.
Yeah.
I could definitely see you being like a DJ or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a Matt relatively young. Like he gives me that vibe.
Yeah, I
vibe
totally
to
get
it.
that.
Yeah.
DJ Jake. No, I'm just kidding.
I might have to switch careers.
We just recorded that, so if you ever, I can chop it up and save it. So
I'm gonna drop that.
Yeah, that'll.
Do that later.
Yeah, that'll be your drop.
Is the entrance for the entrance when you walk in? Just have that playing in the background.
Just like fog machines, lights. I mean, this is good for you.
That'd be perfect. Yeah.
I could definitely picture you spinning. That'd be cool.
I honestly though, like doing martial arts as a kid, I started coaching when I was 9. And, like it was very early.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was nice. I was like an assistant instructor, so like I was probably 7 or 8, and there was like a younger kid on the mats, probably 4 or 5. And my kung fu instructor was like, "Hey, can you like help him for a couple minutes?" He was probably just short staffed for the day. But to me, like being able to like help him was like so cool, and being like, "Oh, I want to be like my instructors." And like,
Yeah.
and so like it was very early that I used to like tell my mom like I want to open a school someday, and like all these like things. And so yeah, I mean like lucky enough, like life facilitated in a way that I could do that and like stick to it. And so like I'm very lucky to have found it very early. But I say all the time like I don't know what I would have done. I went to school for plumbing. I'm not a plumber. Like I've done roofing. I own a demo company. None of this. If I'm not teaching or coaching or fighting, I don't know.
It's funny because like while I could see, because you definitely are the type of person that could be like a jack of all trades type of deal. I honestly can't like picture you in a solidified role that's not a teacher or coach or some sort of like mentor or like I just feel like that's so you.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Maybe I would have gone into like like fitness like Chris or something like that, but I couldn't imagine not being like involved in that life.
Yeah.
Not only the building but the coaching part of it too. Yeah. That's how I feel with music. As I've grown into it. Same thing. It's like I've made music for so long, and not that I'm an expert at it or anything, but I feel like there's so many things that I could give to those younger people that are just starting out. Hopefully words of wisdom, at least of things that they should be doing just to be successful. And and then like we say all the time, take it and make it your own and do with it what you will. But I try to do that with some of the teens at my job, but they're challenging sometimes, and they're teens.
Sometimes.
They're teens, and it's cool. But it's just trying to figure out that. I think I've hit the block of kids that are not as interested in music, or they're the ones that only see what is happening, social media wise, and just the blowing up, the overnight success type of thing. And it's like, oh, if I just wrote a couple bars and do this and it'd be all talk about money and cars, and I'll make it. And it's like it's not how it works even now.
But I see that with a lot of fields that are similarly in the, I don't want to say risk factor, but like one of my good friends is a comedian, Same thing where he'll talk about, like guys think they're gonna do short clips for Instagram. You do a minute-long clips. It doesn't mean you can get in front of people for a half hour.
No.
Right.
Totally
Not at all.
different,
Right.
It's very similar. I know a lot of people. I've had guys, that I've coached who like, yeah, you might want to be a fighter, but you don't really want to be a fighter. You want the fame, and you want all the cool parts, and it's not always like that. Like I'm running 6-7 miles a day. Like I'm pushing my body to an extreme. Like they don't want to do that. They don't.
Right.
Like, it's always easy to want the successful side of things. But they don't want to put in the work.
Yeah, because they don't see the
That's
work.
true.
They just see
Right.
point
But
A to point Z
Yeah.
Right.
and nothing in between.
Yeah.
So
Most of
like,
the people that are successful hold out the longest.
mhm,
I had a conversation
yeah,
today with a buddy of mine, Calvin. He just fought on the UFC 300 card. Calvin's one of the best fighters in the world.
Dope.
He's incredible. We had a good conversation today just about life and certain things, but like we were talking about it today, most of the guys that are doing well have just stuck it out the longest. They have figured out ways to make money while we're fighting, or like while you're doing music or DJing, or like you also have to work or hustle or make money somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People generally aren't paying your bills, so it's
Right.
it is a
Right.
challenge. And a lot
Yeah.
of time, it's like, at what point do you sacrifice what you wanted to do in your dreams, stuff like that, for a safe career, or start making money or living properly, or something like that,
Like a fallback plan, quote unquote. You know what I mean?
My goodness, that hits.
yeah. Those are things I do think about. But I still keep that mentality of pushing forward. Like I'm 35, I'll be 36 next month. And obviously the music industry, as they say, is a young man's game, but I just keep doing it. Again, we said it a million times, examples like 2 Chainz and, all these other artists that, into their 40s.
Jelly roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll,
Like he's like
making
39,
it.
40. He's
like
he's
that.
been around for
Yeah.
a long time. He just got his first Grammy.
Yeah,
Just starting to get the recognition he deserves.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you've been doing it for 20 years, and now you're just getting the recognition. So I say that to say, it's just keep pushing, and I'm still figuring some of those other things out now. Now that I've, again, I repeat myself a lot, but figured out the music creation piece of it. Now I'm trying to just figure out that business side. How can I make some extra money on the side, whether it's sponsorships or ambassador brand ambassadors, or stuff for the podcast. Like how can we make connections so that connections do conversations, ha ha ha. How can we make those connections to help fund the pod in a way, but make it something that's mutual, not just, hey, how much money can you give me, but hey,
both.
Yeah.
right, absolutely. If you guys can help us in whatever sort of way, even if it's just promotion, let's shout you out on the pod or something, or share your posts, like tag us in your posts, and we'll make sure to stuff like that. That's what I've always been about, is just that mutual piece, and just trying to continue to push forward despite age, despite what people may say as far as when you should stop.
Everyone's got an opinion on what you're doing, but none of
Yeah.
them are doing it.
Yeah. That's always the fun part.
Yeah, I always think, and I say to people all the time, like, if people give me fighting advice, and like people who've never been in a fight, it's like the craziest thing ever. They'd be like, you know what I would have done? I'm like, you wouldn't have got in there. I do know what you would have done.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't even show up to the gym for like the kids class. So come on. But you can't take anybody's advice or input from somebody who hasn't done it or isn't doing it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I take it with a very hard grain of salt to
I
be
was-
like, really?
Yeah.
Think so?
The thing that
Think so.
always crosses my mind is like what Kevin Hart said. Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to put in the work.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants something for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Everyone wants
yeah,
everything
like
given to them.
they just want to insert their 2 cents, and it's like, for example, like you had just said, like this person doesn't fight,
Yeah.
never been in a fight, like never trained to do it. So like now all of us, obviously those are always the people that like know best, right? Or like, yeah, I would have done this, or like I would have said this, or I would have done this on a track, and you're like,
And
What?
you go to tell them, so do it. They're like, nah, I got whatever else.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
excuse after
No.
excuse.
I've had people do that too, and then I've had them record, and I'm like, dude, you have no idea what you're doing. You have no clue.
Oh,
Because they'll go to record, I'm like, you're offbeat, you're not, nothing is set up correctly. I'm like, you don't know what you're doing, so stop. Like, not stop. I don't want you to stop, but I think you need to recognize where you're actually at and just do better.
Yeah.
Just
Just
do
do
better.
better.
I mean, it's
know what
so
it takes to get
easy.
there, no matter like what you're picking up. Know what it takes to get there.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be hungry for it.
I always think fighting is kind of like a weird line though, because every guy in the entire world assumes that they can fight. It's the truth.
I can't fight
Yeah.
for Jack.
Well, I'm proud of you for knowing that. But most people don't.
I feel like you could if you had to, though.
Maybe if I had to.
I don't feel like you naturally are that
Okay.
type of person.
No.
But do you feel like you could jump on an NFL field and like?
Oh,
play
absolutely.
QB?
Oh, absolutely.
That's-
No, I would get
that's
murdered.
The same way as fighting is.
Yeah.
Right, but everybody instinctually goes, well, you know, I could. And it's like, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, it's so much more than that.
Oh yeah.
People have this like assumption, and I think it's a male thing. I don't think females are as bad with it, but every guy thinks he can fight.
No.
Never met
No.
because you went to karate.
Yeah, right, exactly. I went to karate when I was 6 years old, so take it easy, guys. Settle down, yeah. No, even as an athlete, the football reference, even as an athlete, like I play football with the kids at work and, you know, I played, you know, with friends and stuff, but to jump on an NFL field, I mean, I could maybe run, but even then, like these guys are running like 4, 5, 40s. Like,
What is
I
that?
can't compete.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Thanks.
Like 40-yard dash in 4 seconds. Like, there's no way. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Imagine.
gonna get like half a yard and they're gonna be like, even the big guys.
Yeah, but that's the assumption, right? You look at the football, you look at the baseball, and guys go, I know I couldn't do that. I don't know what is about the fight. No, I could do that. What the fuck are you guys?
Yeah.
Do you think it's an ego thing at
Oh,
that point?
It's an ego thing.
Yeah. I'll be at bars like if like a fight's on, people are like yelling things at the TV, and I'm like, what the fuck? Are you? You wouldn't do that. You know, if Tom Brady was playing, you would just shut up and watch. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're like trying to give advice. It's crazy.
Oh, that's such a
Crazy.
that's such a good observation and funny at that.
It's hysterical. I like it, and it's you'll notice it now because we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
If we're out somewhere and you see a conversation with some other guy, they're telling me how tough they are. 9 out of 10 times, they want to tell me some like,
Really?
war story. Yeah, I'm like, I
Oh, that's
I
funny.
don't know what to tell you. That's cool. I don't, you know, like, but they always, like, you know, this one time with this guy, and I'm like, I don't care at all.
It's not the same.
Yeah, but
It's also not the same.
yeah, they all think so.
Put yourself in a ring that you can't get out of,
Yeah, exactly.
and stamina for what is? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm.
It's 15 to 25 minutes.
Thank you. Like
a long
per
time.
round, right?
So it's 5 minutes per round.
Okay,
You
five-
got 3 to
okay.
5 rounds.
But still, that's like super
5
long.
minutes.
And
Yeah.
I also imagine that this is a case of like, sure, that's fine and great. You can think you know what you would do right now because you're not in that moment having to think or I imagine this is, you have to think so fast on your feet. And you have to be, there are so many different things that you have to be taking into account all at the same time. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, that's an art. Good for you
Yeah.
because
Drill reactionary, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
second nature, and you have to drill like that. Like, a lot of times when I'm explaining to somebody new, you know, fighting is just like you know, your natural reaction, but you have to train something to make it a natural reaction. If I took my phone and tossed it, you'd catch it without me telling you to catch it.
Right.
Same way, if somebody throws a punch, I'm going to move my head because it's instinctual. I just know that.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes years of repetitive work to know that.
Yeah.
You didn't catch a ball your first time, you probably just watched it hit the ground.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
You know, but a million throws, I've taken a million punches, I've moved my head a million times. It's, you know, very similar. Like, you just train those reflexes.
Yeah.
And then to react when things don't go your way, because sometimes you catch those like, you know, side blows to the head or your leg or something. You're like, oh, wasn't expecting that. How do I react to that? I can't imagine that. Like my stamina alone for 5 minutes would suck. Like I got, again, hockey, like another sport example, hockey. I'm like, man, like, yo, like minute and a half and they're out. But I'm like, I can't imagine skating around up and down the rink.
that hard.
The amount of
And then-
pressure that you have to put in skating. I'm like, I rollerblade for 5 minutes. I'm like, damn, like, yo, can we sit
I
out
know,
for a
I'd-
second?
right,
And I'm
I'd
like, I can't
probably be
imagine
like-
on ice. Yeah. I'm like, I can't imagine on ice. So I'm like, okay, I get the minute, minute and a half. And, because the announcers would be like, oh, they've been out there for 2 minutes. They're gassed. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's been 2 minutes. But
Try to
again,
put me out
same
there
thing.
for 30 seconds.
yeah, no, I'm all set.
It feels like a long time when you're in the game or again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm
or
sure.
whatever, you know
Feels
what I
like a
mean?
lifetime.
It's, yeah.
2 minutes is a very, very long time.
Yeah.
very long time now, almost set. And then especially in a ring, like again, you say like 5 minutes, people are like, oh, 5 minutes, that's I can last. No.
No.
A normal,
And I don't even do it, and I'm like, nah, there's no way.
Hit the
thing is,
Stairmaster.
too, is most normal altercations only last about a minute.
True.
I did security forever. Like it happens quick and it's over quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you bump into each other. You say something to me. I say something to you. We're kind of arguing. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
45 seconds to a minute. You say something I don't like. I shove you. You throw punches. Within 2 minutes, the whole interaction's over.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, you like. There's always some sense of it's gonna get broken up or someone's gonna. Most altercations are not. The stress level and the anxiety, all of it is so different because you don't have the amount of time to think about it and change reactions. Like,
Right.
You know, I always use like the anxiety part of things, right? Like I'm 3-4 weeks out. I'm not somebody who has like a lot of anxiety, but my anxiety is like straight through from now until it because I know this moment's coming. I know
Yeah.
I have to be prepared. I have all these things to do. If I bumped into somebody as I walked out of here that wanted to fight me, I don't have any anxiety right now. I don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy. It's easy to just like, boom, it's on. I don't have to think about it.
Right.
But knowing in 4 weeks this dude's going to try to take my face off.
Right.
It's a different stress. I got to sit with that all day, every day.
Yeah.
You know someone is coming for you. Like someone's going to try to hit you. Like you
In
said,
front
try
of
to hit you in the
everybody
face
I know.
in front of people. Yeah.
Yeah. When my mom's sitting in the crowd. You know what I mean? It's like,
And there's no one to. Well, I mean, there's someone to stop it, but there's no one to stop it. But there's no one to stop it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Nah.
Like it's kind of like for me, like I mean, I play basketball. Like I've played basketball all my life, pretty much. It's like leading up to a game. I can't sit in one spot. I gotta be moving. One to make sure I'm like loose and warmed up, and then another is it's I'm anxious. Like
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you gotta get out there and perform. You know what I mean?
It's like shows.
Yeah.
That's how I am for shows. Like you've seen me like walk around 400 times before we're about to go on stage. I'm like
Yeah.
just walking around, keeping to myself. I'm like, I cannot sit still.
Oh, there's
Right,
no
yeah.
other feeling. I love that feeling though. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a crazy thing.
It's a good one. It's
I
a good
love
one.
that feeling of like before it's like your cue and you're but at the same I do understand what you mean. You're like, I just want to get it over. Like I want to do it.
Yeah. It's always those shows too that you're like fourth and like they just started at 1. You're like, oh, I need to go. Like, could you just like you don't want to be first because it's like
To get out of the fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'll
like-
be second.
yeah. Give me second, third, like somewhere there.
Yeah,
But like, put me on the back end. Like headliners. I mean, I hope for the day that I can tour and be a headliner
You
and things
will.
like that. I'm like, yo, like. I gotta wait for other people to go still and then get on. I'm
I've
just
main
like,
evented like multiple times for fight shows, and it's terrible. You're just watching everybody else go. You're like in the back, just trying
Yeah.
to stay
Yeah.
composed, and like one dude from your corner won, and now you're like, yeah, this corner's like kicking ass, and the next dude gets knocked out, you're like, fuck, Shit,
Right.
Or you have friends that go out earlier, and like if one of your boys loses, like that can't be in your head at all. You have to just go out there and like, shut all that down. So it's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of fun on that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. To me, it almost sounds like we've talked about with performing, or at least for me, when I see somebody that's not doing well, it makes me want to do better. And then when I see somebody who's doing very well, it makes me want to do better than them. So it's like to use that analogy with what you were saying. You see your boy get knocked out or whatever. You're like, yo, I can't back down. Like I gotta push forward. And then if your squad's doing good, yo, like let's keep this.
I know, it makes
Let's
you
keep
wanna be
this
like, yeah.
going. Let's go.
Yeah.
Undefeated type of deal. So it's like, all these things like translate into different areas that people don't recognize. It's
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, very, very different mentalities going into this. We were talking just off air, about, just like you said, like just the anxiety and, like what your preparation is like prior to coming up for something like this versus like, Life and I have played basketball or, I play soccer. Your turnaround for a game or a track meet is a lot sooner than like a fight. So it's like, and like we were saying, and you can kind of dive into that a little bit more of, each person is different and stuff like that.
So like a very active fighter who fights about 4 times a year, right? So that's every 3 months. You think of your general camp is about 6 weeks, and then if I have a hard 25-minute fight, they might suspend me for 30 days or 60 days from contact. So that puts you off too, right? So you think like 4 times a year is very active. But in that time, you're cutting 20 to 30 pounds. You're pushing your body to like a whole different extreme. You like prepare for this one moment, and like it's huge. So like football, I think has 16, 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of games throughout the season to like perform or like practice stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I have about 17 fights. Like it's
Mm.
different. They like I don't say they mean more, but there's a lot more to it. You know, having 2 bad fights brings you way back down on a pro level.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
It goes from you being on the cusp of like one of the big shows to just like a local bottom.
Mm. Yeah.
And it's like that. But if I'm playing on a team of football, we have all season to kind of.
Yeah. You lose
Right.
week 1,
Right,
you can
yeah.
come back week 2, and
Yeah.
it'd be totally different.
And like if you have a bad season and like you know you don't make the playoffs, you know there's always like
Next
next
year,
year
yeah.
nothing happens.
Yeah, so fighting is
There's no like there's no ranks or anything. Oh, there's team ranks, but like there's no like individual ranks.
Yeah.
You don't really have a season. It's like basically just an ongoing
Yeah, there is no
season of
off-season.
just, you know, trying to build up. And, you know, like you said, you lose a fight or something that takes you steps backwards, and now you have to
Yeah.
redeem yourself and get back into it. I mean, I'm only,
No, but
going
it's
off what I
spot
know.
on. Yeah.
you know,
And it's one of those things too, training wise, you know, something that I've been big on for a long time is like the intent of what you're doing is super important.
Mhm.
So with a fight sign or, you know, like with a contract sign, my intent of training is way different. The
Mm.
way I'm moving is different, the way my conditioning, my cardio, my mitts, my everything is different. Whereas if I'm not in camp, I am like super silly and playful and like having fun and like don't take it seriously. I'm just trying to work and like enjoy it.
Mhm.
As soon as I get in camp, my intent changes a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
imagine that. Yeah.
And so the whole realm of training, in my opinion, changes to 6 to 8 weeks before a fight. All of a sudden, I'm not here because I want to have fun. I'm here because like there is work to do.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to have that. Oh, what's that word? Oh, I can't think of the word. Like, not like you have to have that mentality, that discipline when you're in there, or else everything's going to go awry because you're not just in the headspace. It's like you practice how you play. If you're practicing all goofy and silly, not that you'll fight goofy and silly, but the same result is not going to be the same as if
Yeah,
you're
it's
you have
serious.
that
Yeah.
you have
Yeah,
that
that's
discipline.
true.
You're going to get wrecked all up and all
Yeah.
through the octagon.
Max
Yeah.
don't lie. Either you put in the work, or you didn't. You know?
Yeah.
Did you
Right.
beat up or not?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's-
Yeah. Nah, I can't imagine that. Can't imagine that too. Then, yeah.
But like I would never get up in front of people and like rap or sing. Like, there's not a chance. I'll fight in my underwear 1,000 times.
That's so crazy to think too. Like the level of just vulnerability is.
I only sound good in the shower when I'm in there.
Hey, the acoustics in a bathroom.
Yeah,
It's always
like
fire.
no other.
It's always fire.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
I guess I could. But
There's
I
like
wouldn't
slight
want
5% auto tune. Sometimes you hit that one, it's like, oh, okay, that was the one.
I
Yeah.
know. Meanwhile, like outside the bathroom, it's probably like, oh,
Yeah. In your car as people are driving by going, oh,
like
God.
what?
cringe.
Doing?
Cringe. It's the worst car karaoke as you're driving.
I kind
Yeah.
of love that
to.
though.
I'm by
That's-
myself driving. I mean, I sound great. You know?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, who's gonna tell me I
Yeah,
don't?
you know, yeah, exactly.
I'm that person that'll stop when a car like is like kind of approaching. You're like, yeah.
I
Like,
keep rapping.
I don't.
You go through
Yeah, I
it?
would just like
I don't.
yeah,
No,
go.
I wait.
Nope, I do
pause.
not stop.
It's
More
a
times
weird-
than not, they just go with you. They're like, yeah, all right.
Right? I'm like,
I've seen so many people do that too. Like we'll
Yeah.
be jamming out, and they'll be like, "Yeah, let's go."
I
Like,
actually
cool.
love seeing people like so engrossed in music and just having a moment where they just forget everyone else is around. Like I just love witnessing other people do that. So I definitely am that person that will like drive by and be like, yeah,
yeah.
you go, you.
Have you seen the video of the guys on the motorcycles that are like dancing and stuff without realizing?
No,
So like
I'm
I
gonna have to
ride,
find
I
it.
ride with a bunch of guys, and so like all the time, one of the guys in the group, and sometimes it's me, but we have like speakers in the helmets. So it's all Bluetooth.
You do?
Yeah, so like when I'm riding, I have all my music. I can like change songs, do whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like at a red light jamming, and I'm not in a car though. But you don't think you're just like
Yeah.
I'm on the road, you know. And so like I'll have like one of the guys pulling me like, "Yo, you look mad funny." I'm like, "Yo, shut up, dude!" Like,
Let me just jam out,
you can see
dude.
me, you know. Like,
I know, like I'm in my own little world.
You're like, no, you're fully exposed right
yeah,
now.
dude, like, you don't think so because you got the helmet on.
Yeah.
So,
No one can see me. No, I'm good, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's how I get sometimes at the gym. Like I'll just, in between sets or whatever, like I'll just start like jamming, like just whatever. Yeah.
Always.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like I don't even care. Like I know there's somebody else in here that is like jamming
this
out too.
vibe,
Yeah.
Like
it's
who
just-
cares?
yeah. Or I'll see somebody. I'm like, yo, they're bumping right now.
Right? You're like, I want to be on that level.
Yeah. I remember one guy, he brought like his own Bluetooth speaker to the gym and was like just jamming out in the middle of Planet Fitness. But then of course, Planet Fitness being Planet Fitness, they were like, yo, buddy,
Hey,
can
this is
you
a no judgment zone. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta get out of here.
but I'm gonna judge you on the thing. They were like, yeah, I gotta
That's
turn that off.
hilarious. I was like, Planet Fitness.
They
put a
have
stop to
like
that?
if you drop weights too, like they have an alarm, like a lunk alarm.
The lunk alarm.
Yeah.
You never heard that?
What?
Yeah.
If you drop
grunt.
weights-
like
I
if you're like if you're benching or something, and you're like, like an alarm will go off.
yeah, somebody can press
That's-
the alarm.
Well, how
Yeah.
else will anybody know that you're a tough guy if you're not doing that?
Yeah, I mean there are
And,
some
like, the way-
like obnoxiously doing it.
And,
Like
like-
I get you do it because I mean you're trying to push it out, like it's just natural. But then there's people that you're just like, dude, like
And like the weights only go to like 60 pounds.
Yeah, it's not a real. They give out
Nah.
pizza, don't they?
yeah,
What?
So, yeah.
like Tuesdays they give out pizza.
Yeah, free
Why
pizza.
is it
Like
gym?
come work out and then have pizza. Like
Yeah,
Right.
It's not a real gym.
Is that?
I'm like, how are you not judging me when you're literally judging? Like you can't have
I
like
had
a
to leave
gallon
there 'cause
water
it wasn't a
bottle.
challenge anymore.
Why?
Like
So you
I
can't
probably
bench
like I
again,
probably can't walk in with it.
I was gonna say, well, you're pretty
have.
screwed. 'Cause
Like the
that's all
other one I
water
have?
bottles you have.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't bring a gallon of water.
yeah.
Why?
They'll
'Cause
tell
of the
you.
alarm.
They'll tell you to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
A
going
month.
on?
Hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, right?
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't
They
know
judge you
that-
on the clothes you wear.
Yep.
I didn't know there were so many rules.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the commercials that they used to put out?
Mm-hmm.
They were
Maybe.
fucking funny.
They're
They would,
so
like,
bad.
Have like the biggest guys you could think
And
of.
they
Oh,
put
yeah.
Put the
them
alarms
down.
on 'em. I'm gonna send you a bunch of these later. You're gonna be down.
Okay, please do, because I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you?
It's like the
talking
big,
about?
huge, like bodybuilder
Biggest
dudes,
guy.
and they'll like
Yeah.
literally walk in and they'll be like, but it's like loud. It's like all through the gym.
Yeah.
And now, are these alarms that like are censored, or somebody has to press it?
I think so.
It's censored, I believe.
No,
I
it's
think-
gotta be press because what are they gonna sense your tank top? You know, like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
like,
don't
they can't
know.
sense your water gallon. I guess. So I
Yeah.
think they'll press. I think.
I thought it was like,
Like, who is
I thought
the-
they at least had the sound one. I thought they had a sound for like when you like drop the weights.
Oh, maybe
Who's the person that's watching all of
Probably
this?
the front desk.
front desk or any.
That's
anybody
too
who takes
much.
Planet Fitness
Yeah.
seriously. Whoever's getting pizza on Tuesdays is probably watching.
Crazy.
I think that's great. I don't. I mean,
People
not to
reporting
food shame
people.
anybody in their choices, but I would just think that
I
is.
will. Don't eat pizza at the gym.
I would just
yeah, not at the gym. Like if
I
you
just
cut
think
it
that's-
after,
If you're
like
trying to get
okay.
healthy, if you want a healthy
Counterproductive.
lifestyle, don't, you know.
as
Yeah.
to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why is a gym offering pizza?
It's a good business model. They're gonna keep you there. You know, like-
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, Planet Fitness. I'm pretty sure their whole.
Gets people in.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well,
Yeah.
Pizza.
Pizza? All right, sign me up.
Right.
A month, $10. I get pizza once a week.
Mhm.
What's the
Yeah.
deal? You know, like,
What'd you say? $10 a month? All right, cool. Yeah.
yeah. It's cheaper than the pizza.
That's dinner. That's dinner.
oh, that's true.
I wonder how many people. I wonder how many people went to work out and then never worked out. They just ate pizza and left. They're like, you know what? Oh, I'm actually like kind of full. I don't want to work out. All right.
Either that or like everyone
See
would
you.
stop working out and go to
Right.
pizza.
No, but they have boxes. Like they have boxes of pizza. It isn't just like your casual, like you
like
know, 5 or
10
6.
bucks.
It's like
Free
10.
trial day every time it's pizza day.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. It's bad.
I didn't even know that this was a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to have a membership there.
I wouldn't tell people that.
Yeah, I know. Not anymore, because even when like my wife had one, and I would go and visit, you know, because she had the guest thing or whatever, and like I did bring that big water thing, and
They're like,
I'm literally walking around.
I'm
I'm
just
like,
kidding.
yo, someone say something. Go ahead. I'm like, say something. I'm gonna be like, it's only a half gallon. It's not a full gallon. Relax. But yeah, I just feel uncomfortable going. I feel uncomfortable going there when you're trying to like just lift, and it's like,
That's so
am I like
weird.
too loud? And like I have my headphones out too, so like I can't hear like the like I can't hear it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want that thing going off. If I just like casually drop it, I'm like, I've got like you said, like 60 pounds is like the max. So like if I'm doing like whatever rows, and then I'm like.
Yeah, checking.
Okay. Come on.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, I'm afraid to drop it. That's why like I try not to do dumbbell work there because I'm like I'm gonna drop these things.
I mean, honestly,
But-
not that I go to the gym that often, but when I do go to a gym, I literally, and I think it's because gym settings, like, I just feel so intimidated by them because I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I know
That's
sounds
always
so
the big
stupid,
struggle.
but like,
Most people don't though.
Yeah.
I know how to use a treadmill. I know how to use an elliptical. Oh, cool. Let me just stick to that. But I know that it's more important to do things besides cardio.
Strength training. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, but as soon as I walk in there, it's just like, I'm like, and then I kind of shut down and I'm like, all right, I'll just go on the elliptical.
Most of the people that are in a gym either look up their workouts online or they watch other
Facts.
people in the gym. They'll get on the treadmill and you'll see them kind of scan over and see something that they look like they can do or they like. Or,
Yeah.
oh, he's doing it this way. Like, I'm going to go try it. Most people who go to the gym have no clue what they're doing.
Right.
They have, like, absolutely no idea. They don't know how
Yeah.
to use the equipment. They don't.
And then I get like overly nervous about like, oh, what if I'm doing this in like the incorrect form and then what I'm doing is actually doesn't really count because you're not even doing it with the correct form.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. I just overthink
Showing
these
up always
things.
counts, though.
You're right.
Yeah. And like a lot of the machines help too. Like just learning, different movements and all that stuff because like they're preset to like if you're doing like preacher curls, like
Start
that's-
with the machines.
Yeah.
Because they'll get like somewhat of
you
the
learn how
form.
to curl, you learn how
correct?
to press. You
Some
learn
of
how-
them.
You know what I mean?
I will say, I feel like you have no excuse.
I don't.
I know, like, a really good strength and conditioning guy who I bet would give you a hand.
Shut up! You're right. I know I don't have an excuse,
I'm
and
just saying, your brother's my strength coach. So
I know I have
Yeah.
literally no excuse, and I've been trying to be better about like just making an effort to like be active and like get out and like just do things. Because
Yeah.
again, like I said, gym settings just intimidate me. That doesn't mean it's gonna ultimately stop me, but at the same time, it's almost like I would be like, Chris, will you hold my hand through this? Like, what
You
do
just
I
got to
do
get through the first
now?
day. You just got to get
Yeah.
through the first day and knowing where you need to go, where you need to go, and what you need to do. Once you do that, like you'll be fine. Like even when I go to new gyms, I'm like, oh crap, like this is gonna be weird because I don't know where anything is. So then now I got to figure out my routine
around, just
of
looking at stuff.
yeah, like you're just that awkward. Like all right, where's the dumbbells? Okay, all right, and then but like after the first day, I'm like, okay, I know where everything is. Like now I can get into my routine.
What gym do you go to again?
Choice Fitness, Chelmsford.
I love Choice Fit.
Yeah,
I go there. Choice Fitness.
Do you go to the one in Chelmsford too?
I can go to all of them.
yeah.
Oh, look
So like
where are they? There's one in Lowell.
There's one in Lowell.
Yeah. Methuen,
Yeah.
which is where I'm from.
Haverhill?
There's Haverhill, yeah. There's actually Choice
There's a
Fitness
couple of
Elite
them.
now.
What does that
All
mean?
the clubs that used to be like Latitude and Boston Sports Club, like Choice Fitness took over now.
Oh,
Oh,
so it's
word.
like kind
now
of
there's
bougie.
Choice Fitness Elite in like Salisbury,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Peabody. So like there used to be 6 locations, now there's 10.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have an Elite membership, partly because of
We do the
men's
basketball
league,
too. Yeah.
Do any of these
So I
places
figure-
have pools?
yeah.
Yeah. Some of
Because
them
like
do.
I'll
Mine
swim.
doesn't.
I can swim.
Choice Fitness Elite has pools.
Sweet.
Because it's usually the gyms that they took over. Because a lot of
Yeah.
those, like,
Bigger gyms.
yeah, they have like
Latitudes.
pools. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I know mine doesn't. Lowell doesn't. But I mean, they have saunas. Obviously,
saunas
weight
creep me out.
rooms.
Literally like everything you need in the
Maybe
weight
I'm
room.
just weird about that, but saunas creep me out.
Tanning stuff. Tanning stuff. I love saunas.
There's an athletic turf.
I just gotta-
Oh yeah,
I
the athletic
I just
turf.
wouldn't want to sit in a room just sweating with people.
Yeah. No,
Oh, I've shared that with you.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't know. This is weird. If I
I'll
was
tell
going to
you.
do this, I would do it myself. But, like, I don't really.
like, I love Hot Works. I go with your brother all the time. Hot Works is a sauna place.
Mhm.
They have, like, the one that I go to all the time has like 10 saunas in it, and the first 3 are empty. but they're big enough that like 3 people comfortably could go side by side. There's a TV in there, and the first 3 that are walking you through some sort of like a yoga thing or whatever. Like if I go in there, I'll normally turn the volume off and shadow box and warm up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
One of the empty ones. But then like 2 of them have row machines and 2 of them have
Oh, that's
bikes, and
cool.
2 of them have like assault bikes.
So you can like occupy your time while you're
so
in
even
there.
this
Yeah.
morning, I sat in there. After I leave here, I'm going back to Hotworks.
Nice.
So, but I sat in there this morning for like 45 minutes on the bike in the treadmill, on the bike in the sauna.
45 minutes?
What is it?
It's so it doesn't get as hot as a regular sauna.
Okay, that
so
makes
instead
sense.
of a regular sauna that gets up to like 180, 190 is like really hot, this only goes up to 130.
Yeah, because you would like pass out like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
doing stuff in there. Yeah.
Did you say only 130?
Which for a sauna isn't
All right.
terrible.
Because it's a dry heat too. It's not.
Yeah, it's,
Get out of here. All right? Like, I get what you're saying, but, like, hot is hot, dude. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, put your head in the oven. It's going to be hot. Like,
And you know, occasionally you'll see a jackrabbit, you know, go by here. There's, you know, this cactus is growing. In there too.
like
You know,
for
it's-
real, the
whole desert.
tumbleweed.
Yeah. Yeah, because I
Little
get
bit of
antsy
sand.
when I'm in there.
same. That's why I like the bike.
And then what if people want to talk? Like, I'd be like,
Oh, leave me
I would-
alone.
thank
It's
you.
not one of my people. I don't
Yeah.
wanna talk.
Yeah.
If you're like one of the guys that talk trashy the whole time, I can like joke, but like not
Well,
making eye
the guy
contact.
that the guy that is there is all he talks about is boxing. That's the.
Oh, you should go. No, I'm just kidding. He can give you some great advice.
Then you get bad.
No, it's the same things. It's Mike Tyson because he's met him. His uncle is Mickey Ward, and
I'm like, what is? Oh no, sorry, we're on air. Don't tell me
Yeah.
what this person's name is. Tell me off air.
yeah. So it's like everything is just everything boxing stats about Mike Tyson to the upcoming Tyson fight. I'm like,
Throw me in
dude.
the river. I wouldn't.
Like 2 months ago, he was like, "Oh, I'm like, dude, we have like 4 months. Let's wait till June, and then we can really hype this thing up." Like,
Not yet.
Like,
yeah,
can we
I'm
put this on the back burner
Yeah.
and circle back to it in 4? Thank
Mickey
you.
Ward's sister shops at my store.
Huh?
Said Mickey Ward's sister shops at my store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's still around. Like he still hangs around Lowell. I remember this was like years ago. This was back when we were at Hook Slides, which is now Trend.
Oh, Hook
My
Slides.
wife Ashley had gone out and she saw Dickie. Like she has a picture. She has the picture. It's probably one of my hard
Oh,
drives.
Dickie.
Yeah, she got a picture with Dickie.
He's a character.
I know him very well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I served his beers for years at Finn's Pub.
Mm.
Long time. Smart. He's actually come to watch me fight over the years.
Oh, that's so
Great.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, him used to be like the owner of Finn's, Eric Finn, and a bunch of guys. They brought him to like my amateur title fight. It was pretty cool.
What
That
a
is
cool
pretty
little
cool.
moment.
You
Yeah.
know, like,
I love
to have
that.
him come and watch me fight is pretty.
That is pretty dope.
Like I got that under my
Yeah,
belt.
most people can't say that.
I know.
Yeah,
that's
right?
really cool.
Especially in an MMA fight, because like obviously it's not his.
Right.
Yeah. Little side step, but
Yeah.
I use that loosely. That's cool. That's cool.
That is pretty dope.
He's an absolute.
Is he?
He's
Yeah,
hysterical.
He's very funny, but
Like,
he's nuts.
Yeah,
I
but
used to drive him home most days because like, I was there late and he wasn't leaving.
Couldn't.
yeah.
And dude, like all the time, if we were driving and I'm on the same Merrimack Street, if a cop is anywhere near us, he'd be coming up from the back seat, reaching over, beeping the horn, yelling at the
Oh,
window. He'd be like,
man.
Hey, what are you doing? He'd be like, we're fine. I'd be like, no, you might be. Like, they don't know me. Like,
Yeah.
They just kidnapped Dickie Eckling. You know? I know.
Yeah. Why is he in the back seat?
Yeah. Well, somebody else would be, my father or something would be in the passenger
gotcha.
seat. So he's just like
Mm.
jumping over. Dude, he's a nut.
he is, but I
Yeah.
think that's what makes him so hilarious and just so uniquely him.
He's a legend. He's
Yeah. I never had an encounter. Just
I know. I feel like everybody in Lowell is like 1 or 2 degrees of separation away from that man and his family. And everybody needs to talk about it because we're all like, whoever's from Lowell, like that's just a bonding point. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. All I really got was like from The Fighter.
Yep.
And that kid was in The Fighter too. The kid I'm talking about.
I loved that movie, Charlene, the MTV girl. I just
So
loved that.
Before that came out, he came into Finn's and was telling me about it. And he's like, "You're making a movie about me." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, here's your Corona." Come on, are we being serious? He'd be like, No, I'm serious. I'm serious. And I'd be like, Derek, I think you're lying to me. And then he pulls out a picture of him and like Christian Bale. And I was like, you fucking
Yo,
like, "You're for real,
that's
dude?"
why,
He's like,
yeah.
He was like nonchalant. And I was like, that's the coolest shit ever. But I didn't believe you at all. You know,
Yeah.
like, thought the picture proof, and then the movie came out. I, was like, "All right,
I actually
you're right."
love that movie.
I did too.
It's a really good movie.
I love that movie.
I got to see. I knew, like, watching it too. I was like, oh, I know what that is. I know what that. That's, so
That's
cool.
what I love about that.
And then I got to see. I was there when they were filming. It was Mickey's first fight. I think it was Vegas, where he was the underdog and he ended up winning. I'm ill-informed, but it was like the first one that he won in Vegas, and it was cool. Like we got to see like that whole thing where like his ring manager's like yelling at him, and it was funny too because Mickey was coming out, Mark Wahlberg obviously, and everybody starts cheering, and like they run through the whole scene, and they're like, "All right, guys." Like, we're going to start from the top because this was actually the point where, like, Mickey was the underdog and nobody wanted him to win. So you actually have to boo him right now.
Yes.
And everybody was like, oh, like, you know, because you want to, like, root for, you know, it's Mark Wahlberg and Mickey Ward. And we are like, okay.
Yeah, thanks for ruining the shot, guys.
Yeah,
We want to
literally.
do that again?
Yeah, literally. I was like, okay. So then, you know, boo. You know, everybody starts booing and stuff like that. But it was just funny. It was cool. It was cool to see stuff like that. Yeah.
That is cool. I think I remember that time when they were filming. I was a performing arts major at MCC because I remember that some kids that I like took acting classes with were like signed up or auditioned to be extras in the movie, and they were like, "Oh, Kayla, you should do that," and I was like, "No." What?
Kayla.
I know. Baby Kayla decisions. I don't know why I did not do that, but
Yeesh.
I know I should have. I could have been there with you, ruining shots.
I was like, no,
I'm just kidding.
I was way in the back, like just like filling the crowd.
That's fine.
Type
Next
of
time
thing,
I watch
yeah.
that movie and that scene comes on, I'll be like, "Hey, I know him.
He's over there.
He's just in the back."
corner. Yeah. Yeah, we were like, if not that you'll ever find me, but like if he's walking out, like he was walking out this way, and like we were like way in the back, like on that side to the left of him, like walking out. It was
You
cool.
still look exactly the same. I'm sure I'll find
Probably.
you.
What they film at Songus, right? I think.
Did they film?
Yeah, Songus.
Was it at Songus? I was going to
Pretty sure
ask
it was
if it
Songus.
was at the auditorium,
No, they did it at.
but it would
Songus.
make sense at the Songus because obviously Songus is way bigger than the
Yeah, yeah.
auditorium.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like, damn. this
That
was
is
like,
pretty dope. It makes me want to watch that movie. I haven't watched it.
I
in
know.
a
I
couple
was like,
years.
yo, I'm about to go put it on.
I don't know why. Like I used
I watched it a
to.
while ago.
I used to hate New England accents and be like, "Oh my goodness, like we sound so ignorant. Like why?" And now I just love New England accents. There's a piece that's like, I think I ironically love them because I'm like, okay, yeah, they're a little obnoxious, but at the same time, it's like comforting. It's a piece of home, and I also think a New England accent just makes things funnier, or things that shouldn't be funny. It makes them funny.
It's more relatable. Like, yeah.
Like
That's
listen
really-
Yeah.
to two people
we have
with
more character. I feel like
yeah, like
We
listen
have
to
a lot more
people
character.
with our accent have an argument. Immediately, it's hilarious.
Yeah. You ever see that video? It's like this girl and she just does like a bunch of just different Boston accent things and things from Boston. She's like, I'm gonna go to Dunkies and go to the Packy after. Something stupid like that.
I'm
But like
oh
it's like a
God.
whole video.
I know everybody is like, "Oh, you're from New-" like." I feel like the tie between New England and Dunks is so strong.
Dude, the force is strong with that
We only have a million.
we have a problem.
I know.
one.
There's,
No,
they-
we do. It's bad.
I feel like that's one of the only businesses that they could have like literally across the street from each other and still stay open.
They definitely do. There's
They do.
plenty of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
100%.
because I've seen a bunch of Dunks.
Across from Dunks.
Yeah. It's literally either like if they're not directly across
Or, like,
from each
Heavenly
other,
Donuts.
there's one like at this part of the
Donut.
street and the other one's at this end, but
Yeah.
like not too far at all. Could throw a stone to either one and they're like still open and thriving. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Good for you, Dunks.
Yeah.
It's like the one by UMass and then the one on the boulevard. Like that's not far. That it's that much of a stretch.
The one on the
And then
where's the one at
UMass Lowell, it's like right at the
yeah.
corner. So you got the one UMass Lowell, then you got the boulevard, then you have right over the bridge on Middlesex Street.
Yep.
That's right there. So it's like you have three within.
Oh, I never
That's
even
a 5 mile
realized
radius.
that.
You have three.
Yeah, I think
Like,
has 4 or 5.
for what?
I never realized that. And they all have been open forever
Oh yeah.
and will stay open until Judgment Day.
Well, the one on the Boulevard, I mean, that's an easy. They're never getting rid of that.
Yeah.
Because you have all the events that
The
happen.
one
So.
downtown.
That's true.
The one downtown. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's 2 on Central Street.
Is there really?
Like one at the
one on
top
the
across
corner.
from Trend.
Yeah.
And then one further down, like next to where Thirsty First used to be.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Or the Courtyard in our days. So
Yep.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
like 2
you're
on
right.
the same street. And then Dutton Street. My favorite dunk.
Yeah, that's again another like 5 mile radius. You have 3 Dunkin' Donuts for
Yeah.
what?
So and then there's
no
Chelmsford
reason.
Street. Yeah, you know what? I need to shut up. There's
Oh yeah, the one in Chelmsford Street, which is again another 5 right up, right from by the school old DMV.
and there's what street is that?
Now we're just mapping out.
All the dunks.
What's the Dunks?
But that's
like,
bad that we.
It's
yeah,
across
yeah.
from like the Shaughnessy School. I think it's the Shaughnessy School. It's some.
I'm trying to think.
Oh my goodness!
No,
It's next to the cemetery. Oh, Gavald. I don't know what street that is. Whatever. Neither here
Understand.
nor there.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
yeah. Back to Jake. Yeah. He's like, great, thanks.
Yeah, what's your Dunks order? No, I'm just
America runs on Dunkin'.
Cream.
Laura,
Jake
runs,
runs on Dunkin'.
Laura runs on Dunkin'.
Yeah, that's
Shout
true.
out though to Rosie's downtown. Such good coffee.
I've always
Rosie's?
wanted to go there.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
So it's like right off of like Jackson Street.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, so it's like right next to your
It's
house.
like
good.
our neighbor. Because
Not to put your
Only
house out
open
there.
in the morning from let's say like 6 to like 10 or 11.
Oh, it's one of those.
Okay,
Okay.
because that's what I was wondering. Because I tried to go there with my man's mom and his sister one day, and it wasn't open. And I felt like
So
it
it's
was.
the sweetest like old lady who runs it. It's like actually hers, and she's in there almost every day. So like, some days she'll be
okay.
like, I'm leaving early today. I'm like, you do your thing.
Girl,
Do
you
you?
paid
Yeah.
your dues.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I'm like,
okay.
I'll take my coffee.
Okay, so then it
People-
makes
Yeah,
sense.
the people will come.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
worry.
she's awesome.
That's cool.
They
But
give
I've
you
heard
coffee,
great
too.
things about that place, and I've always wanted to check it out. Not that I could drink coffee, but obviously they probably have other things.
Definitely. But I
Yeah,
do
we-
recommend them.
Yeah, when you said 6 to 11, I'm like, yeah, that's a good spot.
They don't need to
Yeah.
be open any longer.
Nah.
Right, like okay, that lady knows what's up. Do they have food too, or is it
Yeah,
just
they
like
got like little breakfast sandwiches and breakfast tacos.
they got me?
Mm,
That they have me.
Yo.
All right.
that's like on my
Sounds
way to
like
work
it
too
hits.
after the gym.
It's a good little spot.
Is it?
Yeah, when you can, yeah, because I cut through. Well, or I should say the days I don't go to the gym, because I cut right down Ridge Street, and then I go right through to the highway.
Okay.
So Jackson Street, obviously I go
right,
right by
it's right
Jackson
there.
Street. So, or that Dunks, I could stop at that.
There's that one across from Choice too.
Yeah, that one.
Another one.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Actually, now that I think about it, there is. Speaking of pizza in the gym, there's the Choice Fitness in Lowell, and there's a Pizza Hut at the end of that
Yeah.
Oh, on the other side,
of that plaza.
that used to be something else. I think it was like Family Dollar or something. No, that'd be way
There
too big.
is. There is a one of those situations in there, whether it's like Dollar General. I forget exactly what it is, but
Still
there is
there, they
one.
Just change it.
I think it's Dollar General that's there.
It
And then,
used to be Family Dollar. It's something else.
then
though.
I do know there's a Discount Valley because I frequent that store.
I feel like they just very recently turned to like a food place.
There is, I think it's called Foodland because I also frequent
Yeah,
there.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then the axe throwing place.
There's an axe throwing place.
What are you talking about? Don't you have that sticker on your truck?
Yeah, but that's in Manchester.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I always sound so accusatory.
I didn't know there was an axe throwing place either.
No,
Yeah.
it's in that plaza, so it's
Oh,
right next
snap.
to Choice Fitness.
I
And-
didn't know
Have to
if
check
I'd
that
open a business like that in downtown.
You don't think so? I mean, you take a few steps outside and there's probably axe throwing anyway, so it's
see,
like
Yeah.
you know, the people walking in.
it makes
Might not
sense that
be-
there would be a safe place to do so.
Yeah, I don't.
You might as well throw in a rage room right next door.
Actually, I would love that.
The axe throwing place in Manchester, they just opened up a rage room. I'm like, yo, I want to go. There's one in Nashua.
Dude, I want to shoot a video in the rage room.
I feel like I would
that would
heal
actually be
years of
pretty
sick.
generational
Yeah.
curses in that rage room.
I'm
They have
trying to
your
think of the
orange
name of
dragons.
it. I performed at it. I performed at a rage room.
Really?
Yeah, it was interesting. With Cody Pope, he was doing a bunch of shows, and I forget the name. I have to look it up after we get off.
That's so cool.
But yeah, it was cool.
feel like that would be like a good business model if you like hooked up like a couple demo companies, like all the stuff in the house, just be like, instead of throwing stuff, just bring it all here.
Right.
Yeah.
Double up.
Yeah, like I walked in the room, it was like lampshades,
Yeah.
or lampstands and TVs and just glass vases or vases, whatever you want to call them.
The vases.
Just all around the room. I'm like,
You just find people getting rid of shit all the time and just taking free shit and turn around and letting other people pay to smash it. Like,
Yeah.
right?
That's actually.
Or just make a run to a thrift shop. You'll probably get it for like $5.
Yeah.
You know, go to your Savers or whatever. I'm like, you'd probably make out dirt cheap, and then charge people $50 to go smash it. It's like, yo, I just paid $5 for this. No.
I love the St. Vincent de Paul that's on Middlesex Street, and when you like walk through the entrance, like they have the bins to donate the stuff. Like so usually what I'll do is like I'll drop off and then go in and just shop. I'm like, all right, I made room for more. Let me go in. And the other day when I went in there, I saw like a typewriter from like.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty gas. Like I'd be like, I have no purpose for it, but I'm right by it.
It was
anyways.
so dope. Like it looked so old. Like it must have been from like the 70s or something, or maybe I sound like really ignorant and it's not. But like it was just so old, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. It reminds me of like childhood, because we definitely had one in my house.
Did you really?
We had a typewriter. I remember when I was a kid, I just liked to type on it because of the sound.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is like, it made me feel like an author or something, like so legit,
Yeah.
like do like I loved it. I just felt important.
I remember when I was younger, we had it at the childcare program that I went to. They had like it was a real one, but it wasn't one that was like actually functioning. So you could just like sit, kids could just sit and bang on it and stuff like that. Because we didn't have iPads or anything to use.
I know. Are we like?
That was our iPad.
Are we the last generation that didn't grow up with technology, or am I aging us like completely?
I was right on the cusp.
I think so. Actually.
Yeah.
Ew, how disgusting for us.
Because high school was, for me, high school was my first phone. The Nokia brick phone with Snake on it.
I love that for you.
That's, that's pretty much in that.
Mine looked like a literal, like what a house phone. If anybody even has a house phone today, like my first cell phone definitely looks like it was a house phone.
Like I think graduating I had maybe my junior year was like Sidekick era.
Yeah,
Flip it.
Sidekick I love the Sidekick. I keep saying it. I told the kids because the kids actually like knew what I was talking about, which is crazy. I was like, if they make a modernized version of that, I'm like, hands down. They're like, I don't know, because people are used to typing on the screen. I don't know if they would do it with, the actual. I'm like, yo, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I would get it.
I used to love the sidekicks.
Sidekicks were fire.
There was, then we had like Blackberries.
I never had a BlackBerry.
I was never
I never
in
had
the
a BlackBerry
BlackBerry
either,
fam,
but-
but I know like there's one of my friends that I grew up with was like obsessed with Blackberries. He always he had a Sidekick and then graduated to a BlackBerry. So like I feel like it was kind of like not a niche thing, but like a trendy thing.
Downgrade.
I don't know. I felt like as he like got out of high school, he transitioned in, and like got into business. He transitioned into the BlackBerry.
But
Well, I never had the beeper
I
either.
think like after the Blackberry, like shortly after, then they came out with the iPhones and Galaxies and stuff like that.
My
The very
favorite.
first one, and then it just went downhill from there.
They had like the iPods.
I got the iPod
Oh, yeah.
first.
I had the iPod Nano.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Nanos. Yeah, I like the Nanos. Yeah,
Or
I got the
was
touch,
it Nano
yeah.
or Shuffle?
Mini, there was all these. The shuffle, the mini.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the shuffle that was like this
Oh no,
big.
I had the Nano. Okay, I still remember that.
The
But
big
my
ass, like,
favorite
Nano
phone,
flashes.
And then if you were poor, you had the MP3 player instead.
I did not. I never had that.
I love
You
it.
were super
No, I was the kid with the Discman and the CD case
The
that was like this
anti-shock.
thick. Yeah, the anti-shock that shocked every time you walked. You're like, I can't run. Like shaking every time.
I definitely had that as well. I had
You had
that.
to like grip it tight so it wouldn't skip.
I feel like I still had one of those into high school. I definitely had that.
I remember. Oh, it like hurts my soul even thinking about it. I remember high school. No, I had this CD case, and it had like all my favorite CDs too, like Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park,
That
like
was a great album.
all the just all my favorite CDs. And I remember leaving it in like my history class, and I never saw it again. And it had so many good CDs in it. And I went back, like I looked in the room, I was asking the teacher. They're like, I don't know where it is.
Meanwhile, the teacher probably took it.
Probably bumping it on the way out.
I know and the
Dude,
teacher's like
my
cruising
heart-
home.
broke so hard as I spit everywhere. My heart broke so hard, like losing all those CDs. I was like, yo, like I have the CD cases, but not the CD. I was like, ah.
I just had all like the mixes that I made at the house. And it had like
Oh, yeah.
20 songs,
I
you know?
Yeah.
love those. Yeah, Jay still has his full CD book.
Yeah, it's over. It's right over there.
Yeah, I'd be using it all the time. Just switching them out.
Yeah. That was me in the car. I'm like, flip.
How did we do it? So we had to go into the CD booklet with all the CDs. We had to print out directions from, what was it?
MapQuest.
Yes. Okay, I was like, it's map something. We had to print out directions and read that
Completely
while
s-
driving.
completely
Meanwhile,
safe.
I can get lost in a paper bag. So like, I literally don't even know how I got anywhere.
Yeah.
I just
I
don't.
wasn't driving at that point. So lucky I didn't have to do
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah. I worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car and we had to use it.
You gotta think, by the time you guys are like, see, you use your headphones. Right?
Yeah. No,
We had
because
Just saying,
phones,
sidekick in high
but
school.
like, did they? It's not like
They
they,
didn't
had
have the GPS, though.
You literally had
Well, at
to
that
like
point, there was
get.
the Garmin and stuff.
they had the
They had the
Garmin's.
Garmin
I was gonna say you
That
had
was
to
your
like
only
get
GPS.
a GPS.
Yeah, you had
and
to
that
buy
was
it.
like a separate entity.
Totally same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get my license till I was 19 though, so like I'm not even
Oh,
gonna
so your
lie.
phone had GPS, but
Did it? No.
19 would have been 2007, 2008.
Yeah, back there.
About there, because I'm like, I graduated.
I was like a freshman in high school, I think.
Yeah, because 2010, because
2007.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot. You're sorry.
2010, I would have been 21. Year we graduated.
That's right.
Birthday next month. What's up?
I know. What day is it? The 19th?
That's my mom's birthday.
Oh, that's my dad's birthday. So I don't know why
Oh.
I continue to think that what is it the 26th?
A week later, yeah, literally a week later.
Is it actually the 26th?
26, yeah.
Oh, okay.
so you're not a Gemini? Or
No, Cancer.
Gemini. Okay.
Yeah, I think the cutoff is the 22nd. I believe.
21st or 22nd tends to be the cutoff for everything.
Yeah.
My mom's the 18th, and then I'm the 6th.
I
Yo.
love you, Mom. I love Boots. She's great.
Boots.
She's an animal.
Call her Boots.
Of May?
Jude.
No, June.
Okay.
Yeah, yours is in like what? You said 4 days?
4 days, yeah. So Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because I was looking at the calendar today and I was like, someone's birthday's coming up. Who is it? Okay.
I'm terrible with birthdays too. Unless it like pops up on Facebook, I'll be honest.
So
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
it's like it can go either way with me. I'll either be like right on time and I'll know the exact day, or I'll be like 3 days early or like 1 day late. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I try is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I try. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, like the only ones that I know for
It's just a lot to
sure,
keep track of.
it is.
It really is.
probably my mom and my wife. Like on point. Everybody else is
Good. I mean, those are the people that you should know.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Other than that, it's like Facebook notifications. Well, my dad's birthday, but
It's too many days for me.
yeah.
Figure it out.
Facebook notifications, or like I've been like I'll see it on Facebook, like my family, so then I'll text them or whatever. But then like your phone's like, oh, you said happy birthday, so you want to save that day? And I'm like, yeah, all right. So now I can keep track.
Oh yeah, it does that.
I'm like, yeah, so then I can actually remember.
That's actually smart. I should probably utilize
Like
that.
a normal human
If I
being.
know one's coming, the Samsungs you can pre-text.
Mm.
Use that shit all the time.
What?
I'll pre-text out. Oh yeah. So
Like a send later text message.
yeah.
That
It's
is
one
amazing.
Honestly, it's one of my favorite like business features of my phone.
That's true. That's
Because
true.
like if me and you have a conversation, like so I work for a solo company, I run the gym, I have all this stuff. If you said to me, hey, I'm gonna come in next Monday for class and I want to try it out and all sorts of stuff, I'd be like, oh, all right, cool. I'll touch base with you Monday morning, and then I'll text you right there, hey, just touching base, can't wait to see you tonight, and set it and send it from Monday morning.
That's
Even though
cool.
it's a week prior or whatever,
Yeah.
and then I don't have to look at it. I don't have to like click OK, nothing. It'll just auto send.
That's beautiful,
Yeah.
especially for us ADHDers. Oh my goodness.
It's good for late night too. Like I'm always up late at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like the way my day works out. And so like if I wanted to text you something, I don't want to text you at 1 a.m. and like kind of be an asshole. So
Yeah.
I'll pre-text it for 8 a.m. or I'll pre-text it. So then by the time I'm like moving in my day, you're responding to what my thoughts were. So I don't have to like keep up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's helped me a ton.
That's wicked.
I wish I
That's
had that,
wicked
'cause then I'm
smart.
the
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's
I
texting
did
at
not know you
all.
could do that. That's crazy.
Do you have an iPhone or
I have,
Samsung?
I have
I have an
iPhone.
iPhone.
Ooh, yeah. I don't
Hey
know.
Siri. Hey
Yeah.
Siri, why can't we pretext?
Can you send this later, please?
I know. Now I'm like looking. I'm like, is it in our settings?
I mean,
Yeah.
do we have Come on.
I'm gonna look at it later. I don't
But
wanna...
it definitely like it's helped me a lot to like keep on track.
That
with
is a
things. And,
beautiful.
yeah, I got one of my guys, shout out Eddie. He comes home May 11th. I only know that because it's my phone's gonna text him. You know what I mean? My phone's gonna be like, "Hey, I expect you this week at the gym."
That's great.
But you know, like I might miss the day or not realize it's the 11th. Or It doesn't matter. My phone's.
Oh,
got it.
see, I'm notorious for that. So, like, I'll be thinking of something ahead of time, right? I'll be like, Jay's birthday's the 26th. I gotta remember on the 26th to text Jay about his birthday. And then the 26th rolls around, and then, well, Kayla's brain's caught up in something else, so then I'll forget when I actually remembered it, like, prior, and then I'm like, damn it!
That's like the 28th. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be about the 26th. I missed it. Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's literally me. That's why I'm like, I'm either one day early or 3 days late. Like, it's not, like...
Yeah, Sam, I'm always like, oh, happy belated. Sorry, my bad. All right.
How are you drinking coffee? This one's drinking a Monster. How will you ever go to bed?
Oh, I'll pass out. I could drink a Monster or energy drink right now, and I'll fall
remember
asleep
the
10 minutes
days.
later.
I used to be able to.
My
I used to
body
be
is
able to
just-
drink coffee like water and like be able to do anything I needed to do. Now I even like smell coffee and I have
This
an
has-
anxiety attack. It's awesome.
I mean, this probably has like nothing in it too. This probably doesn't have that much.
Already be
caffeine
hopped
in
up
it,
like,
too.
Literally, I just like get a whiff and I'm like, ah!
yeah.
Yeah, running around doing stuff.
Dude, like that. That's me in the morning for sure. Like,
No, I need
or
it
like
because
if I
I need
haven't
like
had it, I need caffeine.
because like I'll have my pre-workout in the morning, like when I get up to go to the
You
gym.
guys in your pre-workout.
Then as soon as I'm done, I'll have a coffee.
God bless you. I would be like, like I don't even know how. Like your pre-workout alone, you told me how much caffeine is in the Bad Mama Jamma, and I'm like, this
200.
one just does the powder. Like he just throws the powder in
The
his
dry
mouth.
shot?
and then whatever.
do
That,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that.
And just
And-
do the water. Yeah, no, I can't do
Do
that.
you do that too?
I don't take pre-workout to be honest.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I would like doing that wouldn't bother me. Yeah, I'd throw it right back. I wouldn't care.
Good for you.
I take shots all the time. I wouldn't worry
You
about
guys
it.
are real men. I'm not.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not a real man. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then by like 1 o'clock, I'll probably have like a Celsius or something
Come back
to try to
I
survive.
have
J Faith brought to you in part by caffeine.
Yeah, if caffeine's looking for a sponsor. He's right here. Taking
I
all,
understand
taking
why you
all.
drink so much water. Well, I can't
is a
make fun
problem.
of you. I'm part of the Big Cup Club now, so I'm happy to be here, and we love this life.
I'm just trying to I'm just trying to drink more water. So I figure if I have a bigger water bottle, like it'll.
The biggest.
I think drinking.
Can we like
straight water.
insert a picture of your like 55-gallon drum that you carry around with
It's in my
you?
truck.
I have a picture of it because I
You're
think
like,
it's-
what is this?
I think it's hilarious. Like I came here one day when I was helping Ashley move some stuff, and I saw that on the table, and I was like, pick. I was like, this is hilarious to me.
gargantuan thing. And you thought that thing was big.
I don't even. I think we were actually at 41st Studios when the first time I ever saw like the big one, and I was like, what is that?
Oh, because yeah, I had it. At
What
that
is
time,
that,
too. Yeah.
Jay?
Is it
But
loaded?
drinking straight water is so hard.
Do you put anything in it?
No. Which would probably help.
See, this
but-
is interesting to me because I've always liked water. That's never been a thing for me. Like, I've never been like, oh, water's boring, or like, I am the type of person that like I can taste the difference between waters. I'm a weirdo.
Yeah,
I
no, I can
genuinely
too.
like water.
Yeah.
So, like, what is so hard about plain water? Is it just because you?
Plain. That's really, I guess. What
It's
it
just
is.
not fun.
I think for me, it's just remembering to drink too. Like I get so busy with my workday that I'm just
Focused.
like, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh
Like,
my god, I
it just
can't
gets to a
breathe.
point like after, I mean, drinking water like constantly throughout the day, like it gets to a point for me like I need to taste something.
Okay, I
like,
get that.
Yeah.
For me, like I only drink coffee and water. Like I'll drink coffee in the morning and then just like water the rest of the day.
So like because I'm in camp, and like this month, and I like all my team does the same thing. Every day leading up to the fight, I'll do a gallon of water, minimum. Leading up to like the week of when you like overhydrate and cut the weight and do all that stuff. But I'll do lemons and limes, pink salt, honey, cayenne peppers, and BCA. And so it's like branch amino acids. So it's just for like recovery, but it
Okay.
gives it a flavor. So like whatever flavor BCAs I have that day, that's what my water's gonna taste like. But the lemons and limes is a cleanse, so it helps your body.
Yeah.
The pink salt retains healthy hydration. The honey's a long-acting sugar, and the cayenne pepper is gonna kickstart your metabolism all day. So it's like a natural Gatorade, and it tastes pretty good. Only cold though. I tell people all the time. 'Cause
Yeah.
people make it and try to like prep it for a couple days. If you put lemons and limes in something after a day, it's gonna go.
No, it tastes
Yeah.
actually disgusting.
Terrible. Yeah.
So
One
yeah,
day.
yeah,
But
there
it
is an
makes a huge
expiration date
difference.
on that.
I'm gonna have to take that recipe down.
I guess,
Try it.
I'll send that
I
over to
like
you.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to pick up little stuff like that. So I'm always trying to pick up little stuff like that. You know, either fitness tips or.
Yeah, I love
Trying
it.
to be better.
I can
do
feel the
better.
difference too. Like when I'm drinking the gallon a day, I feel a huge difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
We probably enjoy it more too because it's not just like a bland
Yeah, it tastes good. I
tap
like,
water.
Yeah, and a lot of times like I'll just use like a regular gallon. Obviously, I'm going to Planet Fitness.
So you can walk around with it.
So, you know?
You're safe walking around.
Yeah, but I try to hit the gallon every day. If I go over, it's even better. A gallon's a little
Yeah.
over 8 pounds, so I know at any point in my fight camp, if I need to cut weight, I have a minimum 8 pounds in me. You know, so I can, and then I mean your body holds a lot more than 8 pounds of water.
Right,
But
right.
on top of what my body normally is doing, I'm putting a gallon a day.
That's what I was trying to do. And then I heard something, I don't know how true it is. It's like half your body weight in ounces is what you should drink.
That's
for
what I
water,
heard
but-
before too. And then,
But I feel like
I
it's-
mean, everybody loves to just like
But I feel like it's subjective too, depending
It's a
on
different thing,
what
but
you
then-
do.
right,
Yeah.
Are you sweating or you're not?
right. Like, how
Yeah.
active are you? Or you? Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'll walk around my day and I'll just be busy. And I'm like, yo, why does my head hurt? And I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't drank since 9
Yeah.
o'clock when I got
Yep.
in.
Yeah.
I did that the
It's
other
4.
day. I was like, why do I have a pounding headache? Oh, I should
Water, yeah.
probably.
Why are you
hydrate.
tired? Drink more water.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
like in the morning, like, you know, if I mean, like I'm into intermittent fasting and all that stuff.
Same.
Like, yeah, good. So, what was I gonna say? The first feeling that you feel in the morning is actually like a thirst signal. It's not hunger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People get that confused.
I generally don't like breakfast. I feel slower on
Yeah.
Really?
I used to always think I needed it, but like I
yeah, I
prefer
actually do.
not. Yeah, I prefer to hold off until like 11.
I feel like I'm only
12.
really like a breakfast person like one week out of the month.
That makes sense.
Yeah, when the hormones are raging and I'm like I can't eat enough during that day. But I feel like in general I am not like a breakfast person. Like
See, I love breakfast, but like today,
love
like today, for
food.
example, I got it. I worked out, got into work, and just went to work, and didn't eat till lunch at like 11:30,
Breakfast.
and I
is-
was fine.
It's not natural for the body. You know, like the whole breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That was put out by Kellogg's years ago.
that was just I was gonna say I think
Yeah,
that's a marketing
That's all
tactic,
that was.
right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Kellogg's.
Mm.
It makes a lot of cereal, but like if you look 100 years ago, people weren't waking up and grabbing cereal from the fridge. Like,
Yeah.
it's true, right? You had to
true.
go out.
You
and
had to
it
get
every
up
day.
and- yeah.
You had to go out.
And of
whether
course,
it
like
be-
people, you know, from long, you know, centuries ago, like
But they
lived
got up
off the
early.
grid. They weren't eating
Gotta
all
wake
day
up, yeah,
until
hunting,
until
yeah,
they
like-
caught something.
Oh,
Sometimes
that's true.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they'll go 2-3 days without anything.
Right, it's not like you go to the grocery store around the corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or you had to
There
get
was
up
no
like
Dunkins, you know?
yeah, right, there's no
What,
dunks.
what,
right,
what were these people doing?
It's a sad life.
Well, yeah, or you had to get up like plant the field or whatever, and then you could eat like because you had to do it at a certain time. Like once you did that, then you got to eat breakfast or whatever. It wasn't something you did right away.
Do you do longer fasts at all? Like, do you do the 24s or the 48s? Or...
I did a 24 like one time. Other than that, like I usually fast for like 16 hours naturally.
Yeah,
I mean, right now I'm not fasting every single day. I'm more active now. Like I'm playing basketball like most days, so I mean, I need more calories, of course. You know,
Yeah.
sooner in the day, especially if I played, the night before. Like I don't really eat a whole lot like afterward because I'm naturally not hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am trying to lose weight. I'm down 12 pounds now.
good for you.
I'm 200 even. I started 211 in March. I want to get down to like 185.
Nice.
So like if I play ball, I make it a point to eat small and then have breakfast in the morning if I'm hungry. I don't know. If you're hungry, eat. If not, don't.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've gotten pretty good at that.
Yeah, my problem
Yeah.
is making sure to eat enough calories to fit what I'm trying to do for my goals of.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to slim down a little bit, but to build the muscle, I got to eat.
Right.
And sometimes I feel like I'm not eating enough, or or the right stuff. Sometimes.
Yeah. I like most of my off days from work, I'll make it a point to, I'll just take that opportunity and like fast for like, I'll try to push for like 18, 20 hours. Yeah.
So at that point, is
It's
that
hard though,
just
because
like,
at 16, 17 hours, I'm like,
Yeah.
get something in me
It
right
starts to
now.
be a mental thing more than I think physical.
Yeah.
I think like 20 hours in sucks. I think right around like 35 hours in, you're like
Yeah.
feeling a little uncomfortable. But I've gone a couple like 72, no issue.
and at that point, are you just drinking water, or do you do
Yeah.
water, coffee?
Maybe I'll do a coffee if I'm like super sluggish, but it's all water. Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. I usually do like
usually do
just
water.
black coffee and then water the rest of the day.
Yeah, I usually do water.
And yeah, when you're doing like I'm so sorry, did you say 18 to 20 hour fast? So at
Yeah.
that point, is it just like you're just eating dinner and then like that's it? Because like
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I
Like-
did for February.
Or like two small dinners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
pretty much,
Yeah.
And that's where I lost a lot of weight too. That February.
I think
was
like the
doing
easiest
that.
way for me, the easiest way to gauge it is that, I mean, if you're not working, like if I'm like, not working, like I'll time it in a way where like upon waking up, I'm already 12, 13 hours fasted, and then it's a breeze. It's
Right.
so easy. I'll go to the gym, work out for 2 hours. At that point, I'm 18 hours fasted. I'm not hungry right away. I'm chugging water.
You got some time to ride it out.
Yeah.
I mean, being active, keeping your mind off of it, keeps your mind off of it. You know. what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. I mean, you get used to it after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, like I can typically do like 24s pretty easy. I mean, half of the time you're sleeping or
I feel like I've done that by accident before
I
and
was
then
gonna
been
say,
like, oh,
yeah, that too.
cool.
You woke up, you had a bunch to do, then you ended up at work, and it just wasn't
Yeah.
worth it. It was busy,
Yeah.
and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've like definitely done that by
So,
accident.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm like, oh, I've only had one meal today. Or like I'll have lunch and then like that's a wrap.
Yeah.
And then I get back to work and then I'm like, and then I look back as I'm going to bed. I'm like, I only ate once today. Huh.
I
But I'm alright.
used to think, oh my god, I haven't eaten, but like now I'm just like, wait a minute, all right, bet I'm gonna take advantage of this.
Right.
Track my calories. Okay.
Yeah.
I should be eating 2,300 calories right now. I'm
Yeah,
at
I should be.
1,800. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm taking advantage of that. Makes a huge difference.
That's awesome.
But I feel a hell of a lot better.
It's
That's
it's
good.
so good for you.
Yeah.
Fasting is like one of the best things for your body.
Yeah.
Anytime you put your body in a high element of stress, it does well for your body. That's why the heat is so good, the cold baths are so good, the cryo, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like some of the best things you can do for your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I'll hit the sauna too and then like I'll go into like a cold shower. I'm like, oh, this feels amazing.
Yeah.
It feels so good. Remember
brother's
ice
got me-
baths.
Yeah, her brother's got me in the ice tub all the time.
I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Okay.
I would. I
This-
probably,
this-
like,
This is all
this-
recorded, right?
Yeah,
I would cry about it.
100%.
So
I
you
would
have
cry about it.
until-
I would definitely do it though.
It's
It's
all
one.
mental.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. I wouldn't say it's a direct comparison, but it's almost like, yeah, I could fight.
No, I mean I would do it. I didn't say I wouldn't
You know-
bitch about it or cry about it. I would definitely cry about it.
The
But
breathing is the hardest part. You like almost like hyperventilate. You're like shaking and stuff. If
Mm-hmm.
you can't control your breathing, it's a wrap.
okay, so that makes sense. It's
So just breathe. Just do what you're normally supposed to do.
Just do better. Just breathe.
Just breathe.
Just breathe.
You
No,
wanna
I
start
mean,
with, like 2-3 minutes.
I
That's
would
all.
never
Start
say
slow.
like I would. I don't want to say like, oh my gosh, I would never do that because I would definitely try it. I'm not saying I would be
feels so
awesome
good.
at
Yeah,
it.
when you get out though, you feel so good.
So like I do because like I've seen that a lot, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to try that. I might eat these words later, but
That's alright.
No, it's
I want
worth
to do
it.
that.
Yeah, I hit 10 minutes the other day. It was pretty good.
I much rather do that than sit in a sauna.
I mean, they're both miserable in their own ways, I guess.
But I think I just rather deal.
I don't know what I would rather do. It's a good question. Not that you asked the question, but
No, but it's
I
just
think
a.
the sauna's easier.
Yeah.
I would say the sauna is
Time
easier.
wise, sauna's way easier. Like 10 minutes in the sauna compared to 10 minutes in an ice bath.
Oh yeah, I could do 10 minutes easy.
Yeah.
10 minutes easy and
I could see
I'd
how.
be like, how long has it been? It's been 10 minutes, right? 45 seconds. Oh, fuck.
I know, right? It's been 20 minutes, Kayla. You've been in there for 15 seconds. I'd be like, get me
That's how
out.
the ice baths are. Even some of the tougher guys I know at the gym, man, they're big babies when they get in there. I think it's the funniest thing ever. I'm like splashing them with water and stuff.
Like, stop.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm such a big baby too.
Shout out
So
to Derek, redheaded Derek.
shout out to redheaded Derek.
I mean,
Why is he a big baby? Because I would
in the
probably
cold
be.
tub, yeah.
Oh,
That's my
I'm.
favorite thing
Then
to
I'm
see.
just gonna be a big baby Derek. That's okay.
big baby
Yeah,
Derek.
that's all right.
That's fine.
before we wrap, what's the I've seen it like in your emails and stuff, but the Gorilla Crew, is that just like the
yeah,
people?
Yeah,
it's
let's
me,
talk
that's
the
the-
about
squad.
that.
That's kind
The
of
squad.
everything I've always done. Like you could call it marketing. When I started fighting and stuff, everyone has like a nickname or something.
Yeah.
Cool, right. So my last name is Pilla. Mine has always been Jake the Gorilla Pilla.
Mm.
That came from my father, who was like very big at working out and was helping a lot of guys in the gym. He was like 6'2", you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's jacked. He, you know, like really muscled out for a lot of my life, and he taught me how to work out. And he used to refer to the guys in the gym as like his gorillas, because he was like helping so many guys. And so one time for his birthday, I ended up making like 30 shirts that just said Pilla's Gorillas for his birthday. I thought it was wicked cool.
wow.
We all went to the beach, and I was like, hey, real quick, like here, I handed him the shirt, and everybody behind him took off their shirts and put like the ones that
that's
they had
cool.
on. And it was pretty cool. And then probably, you know, like 6 months later, I was competing in a tournament locally, and my father was there. And I like won one division. They put me in like a higher division. I beat that division. I went back out, and they'll put me in like a third division. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And when I won, the guy came over to me, and he's like, if you're gonna keep winning these, like, we got to give you a nickname.
Mm.
And I was like, all right, like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm young
Yeah.
at the time still. And my dad's on the side of the mat, and he used to call me the Phenom. And I was like, what about the Phenom? And he was like, no, I don't like it. Try again. And I was like, dude, what? And he walked away, and I was like, what? I don't know. That was
Yeah.
all I had. And,
Yeah.
So he came back, and I was like, what about Gorilla? Like, again, I'm kind of looking at my father, like, I don't know what to say to it, you know? And he's like, I love it. And so then in front of everybody, he announced me as Jake the Gorilla Pilla, and I was like, that was pretty
That has a
badass.
ring
That's
to
cool.
it.
Yeah.
That has a
That's
ring
got
to
a ring
it.
for
And so
sure.
it kind of stuck. And so then, you know, we were talking about earlier, everybody wants to be a part of something for nothing, right? Everybody kind of wants that shortcut. And so I'm not a big football fan, so like I don't want to wear a Brady jersey. Yeah, I respect him. I think he's one of the best athletes of all time. You know, like I could go into why I do like Tom Brady, but I don't want to wear his name on my back.
Yeah.
You know, I think as a man, it's sometimes kind of weird or feels uncomfortable to wear another dude's name on your back. And that's just like my opinion on it. Don't get me wrong, people do it all the time.
Yeah.
But when it's a icon as like a football player or a stats that big, people are a little more comfortable. But when it's like a local and it's your friend's last name, you're kind of like, we're not dating, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to just have all my shirts and all my gear just like have my name on it. So I wanted to create a brand, something that meant something that you could be a part of by coming and showing support. And so we came up with Gorilla Crew, which is like stuck for years. And then when I opened my gym, I've done a lot of like branding on myself and self-marketing and all that over the years. So it was just easy to call it Gorilla Crew Fitness, you know, and
Nice.
keep it that way. So I always got new logos, different shirts.
I know, I need some merch.
I know. I
Have
wanted to
any
talk
of
to you
your
about that
merch?
too. I saw that. I was like, might have to have a conversation.
Yeah, definitely. These were the last fight shirts, so they came out pretty well. But
Those
each
are cool.
fight shirt has a different design. They all have sponsors on the back, and
That's cool.
sent done up.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I got the guy right now sending me my new shirts and what he thinks and what he
Oh,
wants to
great.
do, and-
I need me some because I have like all my favorite people's merch and I don't have
Oh, I
any of
got you
yours.
whenever.
Okay.
I print a lot of it too.
Definitely.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right. We'll
It's
have
just
to talk.
easier. Yeah, dude.
I know. I'm like, you need to have a conversation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, the wheels are turning now. I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh,
I'll show you the easiest way to get through this. Trust me, I've
Yeah.
figured it out. It took a long time.
That's like the things that I was talking about, like, you know, got the music down now, you know, not to take away from what you just said, but like, you know, I have my Have More Faith clothing brand as something similar to what you said. Like I wanted something that separated myself from the music, was still obviously me, but didn't have my name all over it. Cause I'm like, not everybody likes music, but like what I'm trying to do with the brand is something that is more relatable to more people than just the music.
Bigger than just the music.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. All right. And that's why like things started clicking for me when you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, I wanted not my name on it and this, and I'm like, okay, now we're reading
You
the
know, but in
same.
the same way, you want it to stand for something. Like when somebody
Yeah.
wears one of my shirts out, like, you know, I expect anybody who's wearing one of my shirts to hold themselves to like an appropriate manner. To
Right.
be, you know, like an above average human being. You know, and that's similarly like the brand that I'm trying to create.
Yeah.
The brand that I've created over the years.
Word.
Like, the team that I have, the gym, you know, like I have a phenomenal team, great guys, great coaches, you know, but like,
Yeah.
they're all my best friends and they're coaches and training partners and teammates. And so it's a good little family over there.
For sure.
You do. You have a great crew.
Yeah,
For sure.
Very, very blessed.
Definitely.
Where can people follow you and find out?
So Instagram is probably the easiest,
Okay.
which would be Jake the Gorilla. And then, I mean, I have Snap. I haven't really used it much, but the Gorilla One. Facebook, Jake Pilla. I don't even think. I mean, I go on sometimes, I guess, but.
Oh,
more
I
of a
haven't.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Marketplace.
Instagram's mine.
Yeah, Instagram seems to be the thing. I don't do the TikTok yet or any of that.
He just said the TikTok. I love you,
The
Jake.
TikTok.
I don't do the TikTok
Yeah, no,
either.
I'm not tweeting. That's not my thing.
Yeah, no, I got rid
Is
of
that
Twitter.
still a thing?
Pretty soon we're
It's
not
X,
even gonna be
yeah.
able
I mean,
to
it's
do
X,
TikTok.
but I don't
It's
tweet.
what? Is that
They call
what-
it X now.
Oh.
But I mean, Instagram has the
Yeah.
threads now, so it's like they just created
It won't
another
get me.
Twitter.
Watch next week. I'll have a Threads account.
Is that, see, like I don't even know what that is. Like a whole different thing.
It's a
right?
thing.
It's
so
Instagram's Twitter
Yeah.
essentially. Like it's just text, but you could put. I mean, you could put pictures up
I've
too. On
definitely
Twitter.
seen this, but I just like ignored it.
yeah, it
Yeah,
pops
I
up on
ignored
your
it for a while.
Instagram feed.
Yeah.
It'll like say it'll give you like preview. I don't even know the right
you
word
got
of
three
like.
lines,
some
you
of the
click on it,
people-
it brings you to something
Yeah,
else.
and,
I'm
like,
ah,
no.
check-
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
And,
I
some of the
can't.
people you follow, like they'll it'll
Yeah, based on
pop
who you
up
follow.
like what they
Yeah.
what they post.
I know it'll be like, Kayla, this is waiting for you, and I'm like, get out of here.
is it really?
it's not.
No, it's
No, they're
not.
not. They
Like I
don't care.
can't even be bothered with
So-and-so's
social media.
live. I've never even met so and so. I'm like, I don't care. Stop telling me.
Oh, like,
Yeah. Or somebody added you to their broadcast channel. I'm
Somebody
like,
mentioned
no,
you
they
in
didn't.
their
Yeah.
live. No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
I know. Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
in their
worst.
live, mention you, and I'm like, I remember the first time I saw that happen. I'm pretty
hate
sure I was
that.
probably like wicked high, and I was like, huh? And then I was like, and I was like, I hate this.
Yeah, mine is the Facebook one where it's like, oh, somebody tagged you in a post, and I'm like, oh, what is it? Like, is it a show? Is it like music? Is it? It's like no, at everyone, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't want.
It's like
these
somebody tagged
anymore.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want these. I get what you're trying to do, but
It's annoying.
it's the new version of typing everyone's name in the comment section and tagging tagging everybody in the comment section.
Yeah, instead of having to do
That's
that,
what
you can just
people-
put at everyone.
Ew.
I know.
I remember that back in the day because like everybody's like, you need to do that because that's how people will look at your stuff. I'm like,
No, that's how people will hate to look at your stuff.
I feel like once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could understand it if it was like used
if it's something
strategically.
that's extremely important,
Hey, show
Yeah.
coming up, so you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
or if you're like holding, yeah,
Yeah, like shut up, bro.
yeah,
Like-
yeah. These people, it's like every week, like every other day. I'm like, no.
It's like the people that
anyways.
reply all to like an everybody email. And you're like, why did you do that?
They
Yeah.
do that on the military side because I don't know if you knew, like I work on a military base, and like, you know, you get some of the random emails from like the higher ups and stuff, and like there are those people that are like, it'll be like reply all, and it'll be like, no, I'm not doing this or whatever, and then like you have those other people that hit reply all, and then they're like, stop hitting reply all. I'm like, you just hit reply all because everyone's getting the don't reply to reply all email. And then it's just a constant thread of stop hitting reply all, and then you have the people that are telling you to stop, and then you have the people that are replying to the reply all, and I'm like,
That's hysterical.
and then finally, like the chief, I don't want to say
Top
like
chain of command.
top chain of command is like, y'all need to cease and desist. You are breaking like email like protocol or whatever, and they're like, you seriously need to stop. If like one more person, like we're reporting.
one more person replies all. You going?
No, but they take that stuff seriously. Like there's like
Info.
regulations for that stuff. Like,
Oh,
you can't-
really?
Yeah.
You know what? Not for nothing. It should be illegal for people to reply all.
Like someone sent a chain thing, like a chain mail thing of like this coffee cup or something, and they were trying to see like how far it could go, and like they like nipped it in the. They were like, y'all need to stop sending this thing. Like I'm talking like high up on the chain command was like, we're literally like keeping tabs on who's sharing this, and we're gonna like take care of this.
People are
Stop.
very weird about what they get angry about too. Like
Yeah.
they're just mad at you. Share their coffee cup. Like that's it. You're fucked. You know, like.
Yeah.
how
But
do
they're
you take
trying to
something
be
serious?
professional, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes they take things too serious.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Depending upon what kind of organization you work for, absolutely.
No, but like that coffee cup thing, like I had like 300 emails from like people sharing and stuff and like replying all, and everybody's like, stop replying all. I'm like,
be like,
I kid you
someone
not, like
needs to
my
be arrested.
entire day of emails was that whole thread.
I feel like most of my work day now, because I'm back in banking, everybody, is just like sorting emails. And the second you don't look at your emails, well, then there's 80 more. And it's like, so I can't wait till I go on vacation for the first time and then come back and have like 539 emails that I need to sort through. At that point, I'll just be like, you know what? I just
My
I
God.
can't.
Put the away
Mark
message.
Hall is red.
Put the away message on.
I do love
Out of
that.
office. Out of office. I love that.
I gotta ask. The Joyner tattoo?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Joyner, dude. I'm like a huge fan.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him live. Like he's a
His
gangster.
new album is really fucking good.
Yeah, dude, it's
You
one of
can
my
tell he put
favorites.
a hell of a lot of time into it. He probably took like 4 years to come out
He
with
was
that.
incredible.
Maybe even longer. He's probably been working on that for longer.
Maybe like 10.
Shut up.
Dude,
Hey,
yeah,
that's a
you going
great
to Joyner
album,
Fest
though.
this year?
I would like to.
I think it's
What
Like
is
June
it?
22nd, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Both Joyner, yeah. Joyner Fest. He does it in Worcester.
Oh yeah. I've always wanted to like.
performs and stuff.
I always wanted to like
that's
perform for
dope.
that because like Mr. PSA is always there too. Mr. PSA is a cool dude. Shout out to Mr. PSA. Got to meet Joyner once. He was directing a video. That was cool.
What video?
It never came out. It was actually he was directing a J. Cole video. This was like
Never came out.
no, I was so upset. It was like closer to COVID like opening up, like where people could kind of co-mingle. But like you still had to wear masks, but like if for the video, like we took them off and stuff, and it was for a J. Cole video. J. Cole had already shot his stuff. Like the only time I got to see him was like he was like FaceTiming to like see what we were doing and like comment on what was happening. But like Joyner was directing the whole thing. And
That's
stuff.
so cool.
It was cool. It was like really, it was a cool experience to see somebody who's been doing it, for a lot longer than I have, and just the attention to detail that he had when it came to shooting a video. I was like, I never would have thought of that. He was like, take this light bulb out and like put this one in, and then like take that one, and it's like going to change the lighting completely. I was like, your attention to detail is amazing.
Lighting
I
is
was like-
something I don't think I'll ever understand.
Like I never, just those like details, like in so many other different things and stuff, and I was like, whoa. I was like, that's cool.
When he got big, it was off that the video that went viral on Facebook. The I'm not racist. They
I remember
shot that like this far away from my old gym. So like when I was up in Manchester training, if you walked out of the gym door, like across the hall was his studio days.
Dang,
Oh,
that's cool.
so cool.
Well, apparently I wasn't there, but apparently while he was making, he was like in the gym hitting bags and like hanging out, and fucking off.
That's so cool.
Yeah. They tore the building down now, but
Dang.
I was there.
But yeah,
you know,
it was cool experience. We were there for like 3 days filming.
sick.
For it to never come out, I was like, damn. I was like front row too, like in the video. Like I had like one big scene, if you will, and then like I was part of like another big scene. And I was like, man, I was like so excited. I was like we had to do like NDAs and everything, and like couldn't
That's
like,
wicked cool.
And then I was just like, and then they were like we're just waiting and
Like,
waiting.
just kidding.
And then Just for Kicks was like, because Just for Kicks was like knows the production team that was helping with it that usually shoots Jordan's videos, and he was like, yeah, like it's not coming out, man. Like, because he sent me, because he had taken pictures, and he was like, bro, I can't send you these till they actually like start to release the video. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right. And then all of a sudden, like they started coming in. He was like, yeah, man, like it's not coming out. And I was like, oh.
What song?
It was called
Did the song never come out?
no, the song never came out.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it was right before he dropped and I'm terrible with the name, but the cover is like the basketball court with the rim on fire. It's like 95 South is on there. I gotta fact check it. Now I'm gonna look
Well, J.
like
Cole just dropped another new album too.
he
Yeah.
did.
Pretty fun.
I still gotta
Was it
listen
the
to
off
it.
season?
The off season,
Yeah.
yeah. Jeez Louise, that was a fire album too. So
Everything he touches is really
yeah. So it was. I mean, it was like January of 21. So like, is when we filmed, and I think the off season dropped somewhere in the summer, maybe early spring. So I was like, oh, bet like the song is gonna be on. And like literally, I saw the track list. I was like, where's it? Oh, it's not on this one. I was like, maybe it'll be after, because sometimes they hang on to stuff for a while, and then Joe sent me the stuff, and he was like, yeah.
I wonder if he'll
It's
ever
like,
drop it though. It's probably just sitting somewhere.
it's got to be sitting there.
Well, you're already a movie star, Jay. What do you
Check this
want?
out.
You're in the
Maybe he
fighter.
dropped it.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's true. I didn't really like
J. Cole.
look at the
There's
track
some
list.
really good stuff on there. Stealth mode.
I gotta listen to it. I keep like meaning to, but I'm the type, especially with like artists that I really like, I want to give it a good listen. I don't want to just like have it playing in the background.
Right,
and
you
then
want to
I
actually
wanna, like,
listen.
embrace it and
Yeah.
stuff. So
I don't know where you guys stand on it, but Meek Mill and Rick Ross dropped an album too.
did they?
Yeah.
Really?
Meek's in this weird
Yeah.
thing, and I I'm staying out of it. You know, like,
You talking about what D1 or something else?
with Diddy and all that.
Oh, okay.
Weirdness,
Yeah.
so-
That's fair. That's fair. He's like, yeah, I'll dodge that conversation.
Yeah,
please.
whoa.
I'm staying out of that one.
Yeah. I got you.
Love is love.
Well said. We're all God's people, you know.
Fair. But anyways, I want to say God bless to everybody that has been tuning in. Thank you to everybody that's been watching. This is episode 96. I want to thank Jake
Thank you guys for having
for
me.
coming through. Shout out to Gorilla Crew as I rhyme and rap the way I do.
Bars.
Bars. Shout out to Crispy, who is not here. Hope Cam won the game.
Yeah.
We got to figure that out. Find out if Cam
Yeah,
won.
we'll check the text.
We miss you, man. Excited to have you back. Hopefully next week or see you soon at some point. But until next time, my name is Jay Faith.
My name's Life.
It's your girl, Kayla.
And we got,
Jake the Gorilla.
and this is the Right Mind Wednesdays podcast. We'll catch y'all next time. What's up?